weather-wise, guys, we've had a windy, warm day today, but we're going to see some rain. Maybe a little bit of relief for the fires. I know it's not going to put the fires out. It's going to help the firefighters get some containment. It's also going to help with the pollen. Let's be honest, that is a big issue as well. Everyone's suffering with allergies and pine dust everywhere from the pine pollen. We'll keep an eye on this system, though, because it could bring some stronger storms. Got a lot of questions about the spring fire season, and I think this fire season has been a wake-up call to a lot of folks in the Carolinas. We have two distinct fire seasons, one in the fall and one in the spring. The spring fire season tends to be a little bit more robust because of this. It's the windiest time of the year. It's some of the driest times of the year. You throw in a drought, debris from Helene and down trees. And unfortunately, it's been a perfect storm for a fire season here in the spring. The other fire seasons in the fall, you don't see as much wind, but you get a crossover of dead, dormant vegetation, the leaf fall, and dead trees, and dry air and wind. That's the combination. So the 2 times a year that we deal with fires, and right now we're in the heart of that spring fire season, and unfortunately, there's a drought going on. Now, the dry, windy weather also stirs up all this pine pollen and oak, sweet gum, maple, you name it. Everything is budding right now. If you look at the trees, you're seeing that bud stage, and that's when a lot of the pollination is going on. Hopefully we'll get everything to leaf out here pretty soon and the pollen will shut down, but that typically doesn't happen until the beginning of May. So April's the peak of the season, so it's going to get worse before it gets better. Tonight, upper 50s. Tomorrow, right around 80 degrees, southwest winds, lots of clouds around as we go into the afternoon ahead of this system, which is going to produce some severe weather likely on Sunday to our west. This looks to be a much higher risk than it is on Monday, though we still have a low risk. It's not 0, but it's not really high either. This is kind of the lowest of low end. If I were to put it on the scale, it'd be at the very bottom of this right now, as it looks like a lot of the energy could go around the Carolinas. So Saturday, we're dry. No issues tomorrow. Sunday, here comes some scattered showers, mainly late in the day, 9 o'clock in the morning, but in the mountains. But here for the Piedmont East, you're looking at late afternoon to evening, then a break, and then here comes that batch on Sunday. But notice most of the energy goes around us. Most of the energy stays south and north, so I'm not really concerned with widespread severe weather on Monday at all. This looks like to be a very minor setup, but we'll take every drop of rain we can get out of it. This might be the heaviest rain actually late Sunday as that moves through, because you'll see the system try to approach on Monday. Here comes the front. Now again, that looks like maybe some straight line wind set up there, but then it kind of fizzles apart as we go into the afternoon. The energy kind of lifts and moves out of here. But this weekend, if you're doing some yard work, get those hummingbird feeders out. The hummingbird migration has reached all of the Carolinas now. They're being spotted left and right, so get those feeders out there if you can, because it's certainly that time of the year. Moisture-wise, heavier rain to the west than over us. We are going to see a glancing blow of this, but at least it's going to rain. Your weekend forecast, Sunday definitely features the rain chances late in the day after 3 o'clock, but your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows additional rain chances next week. And check out those temperatures, mid-80s for next Thursday and Friday. And going into next weekend, that first weekend in April, we're going to see some really warm conditions, maybe our first mini heat wave of the season.
Wow.